go to item D. This is a presentation by Monty Cook of Supporting Our Servicemen organization to inform the City Council about this community organization and the great work that they do for veterans. Monty?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me here tonight, council members. I'm very proud to introduce Supporting Our Servicemen, which is an all-volunteer group of patriots dedicated to helping and thanking our past and present service members. Excuse me, I'm not a public speaker.
Okay.
But I'm a common guy like you all, and the way it started a couple of years ago was, I always wanted to thank our veterans, and I've found since I started it that everyone I meet, when they see someone in uniform, they want to thank them. And a lot of people, typically you only see them at the airport, and you want to go up and shake their hand and buy them a drink or lunch. And so what we've done is created an organization that everyone benefits, most importantly the veterans. So how we thank the veterans is we encourage businesses across the country to give discounts from their product or services. And we've created a method for the business to increase their business, earn customer loyalty, spread patriotism, and most importantly thank our veterans. And it's working quite well. How we help our veterans is on the same site. The site is ilovessos.org, by the way, which is short because the real site is supportingourservicemen.org, which is quite long, so we shortened it to ilovessos.org. And we're developing a free resource section on that site. So not only will a veteran be able to plug his zip code in, because that's all that's important to him, is his local area. He'll be able to find all the local restaurants and establishments offering discounts, but he'll also be able to find all the local resources, from free legal to medical to everything that's important to him. In developing this organization, I found that in Los Angeles alone, there's over 200 legal firms that are offering free legal. Very few people know about that, and we're going to list all those companies on the website for free. There's no cost whatsoever to a veteran to go on the site and find out the local retailers that are offering a nice thank you. Our long-term plan is, and Mayor Deere is very kind to want to make that a mayor's initiative, is to develop what's called an SOS center. And that center will be ideally a 5-story building, with the 5th floor being for homeless families, veteran families, the 4th floor for single men, homeless veterans, the 3rd floor for women, homeless veterans. The 2nd floor it would be a health and resource center. By the way, there's pictures in the handouts of that center that's been designed by a world-leading design company. At any rate, the 2nd floor is a health and resource center and job resource center. And the bottom floor is a thrift store where we're going to hire veterans, put them to work, train them how to run a little business. And more importantly, the thrift store in the community, like we want to have the first one here in Carson. The thrift store is a great way of bringing in the local businesses that are members, and where we can sell gift cards and local items and what have you. So we have some big plans, and so far we've had some pretty good success. We've got some great letters from people that want to help. Our sheriff, Baca, is on our advisory board. Everyone who's ever heard of what we're doing wanted to help and participate. We really wanted the first SOS Center to be in Carson, so I'm here to brainstorm or to meet with y'all, because you can't help if you don't know about us. So the mayor was kind enough to invite me to let you know what we're trying to do. And it's a very rewarding thing. For many years, I always wanted to do something for veterans. And 2 years ago, I found myself on the Quantico, Virginia military base there, the Marine Corps base, and that's where I conceived of the idea. And from that day to this, when everyone heard what we're doing for veterans, they just thought it was sliced bread, because everyone wins with SOS. The local businesses, the country, and most importantly, our veterans. So I can go on and on about it, but that's the long and short of it, I guess. It's supporting our servicemen. We really want to, what I decided this month is to give we usually charge a $25 donation for a company to join. And for that, we give them a decal for their front door. Because it's our intention, our goal is for veterans not to have to ask for a discount, but for companies to welcome to offer it to them. So part of the indoctrination is when a veteran walks in your business, if you ask them if they're a veteran, 99% of people are going to say no. But it's a wonderful thing to say, well, we offer a discount to all veterans. So by doing that, you establish great credibility to that person. You earn customer loyalty, goodwill, and if they're a veteran, that's great. Give them that small discount. And it's not important how big a discount you give. There's three levels to our organization. A gold star, when you see it on a website or on a storefront, means the company's giving a 10% or more discount to veterans. If you see a silver star, it means they're giving 5% or more to veterans. And not everyone can afford a 5 or 10% discount, so we have a bronze star, which means some sort of discount. I launched it in Marina Del Rey. Over 100 companies have joined, and you can see the stars everywhere. What I would like to do with the city of Carson is offer a free membership to every business in Carson, because I'd like to see Carson be the model for what a city can get behind a company or organization like this, and to show what it can do, not only with an SOS center, which ideally would be great, but to imagine if every company that has a product or service in Carson was offering a discount and following this protocol. It would be a sterling example to the country of what we should be doing for our veterans. And so far, everyone is doing it, and that hears about it, but it's going to the cities and the people that are behind us, like the mayor, and telling everyone. You know, it's really tough, because I do it on my own dime, basically, and I've done pretty well for, how many people we've got involved. We've got colonels and like I say, the Sheriff Baca. We've got generals and a lot of dignitaries on our board of advisors. And I think I've bored you all enough, so if there's any questions, I'd love to answer them.
Monty, there are some questions, and we'll start with Councilmember Davison.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to say thank you for what you're doing, and also we have a Veterans Affairs Commission, and I would love for this presentation to be given to the Veterans Affairs. They have? You have?
Well, that was kind of funny. As we were here for a presentation a couple of months ago, and they happened to be meeting that same day. Because my life has been pretty lucky. I always seem to fall into the right things, and the mayor brought me up. And I did a short little introduction, and they're all thrilled to hear, as everyone who hears about our organization. And one lady said, I'll call you tomorrow, and another person said, I'll call you right away. Nothing.
Well, I think if we put it on the agenda, you can have an open dialogue and get to discuss it, but it's an excellent program because we love our veterans. And
well, everybody wins with SOS.
You're absolutely
Everybody
right.
wins. It's designed perfectly, and in 2 years, I'm waiting for someone to say there's a flaw to it.
Exactly.
Because people are joining, and I'm offering it to free. I mean, I hope it to be the best resource for veterans in the country, because the zip code is the only thing that's important to a veteran. And he doesn't care that there's a discount, in Kansas. He cares that there's one in Carson.
Exactly.
So he puts his zip code in, and it immediately tells you every company that's offering a handout, or not a handout, a thank you. And especially when a veteran comes to visit Carson. Now he says, I'm gonna visit Carson, puts the zip code in, and he's gonna see places to stay, to eat, to have fun at. Holiday Inn, LAX just joined recently. And I've designed the organization to be very little administration. Thank God for support, Wounded Warriors, but 80% of the money goes to administration. So the unique thing about SOS, the way I designed it is, I don't even have to hear. I just get an email saying somebody joined. They're able to upload their logo, their website, their email, their address, everything. And automatically they're listed in the category, whether it be dining or housing or whatever it is. So
Okay.
it's designed pretty well.
It is. And Mr. Costa, I think what I'm requesting is that it appear on the agenda for the Veterans Affairs, so we can talk about possible implementation. I know you did a presentation, but I think we passed presentation into the implementation.
That would be wonderful.
maybe to see if we could do something like that.
I think, his mayor fell in love with it when he first heard about it, and, I mean, we can really set an example for the country when a city really gets behind it and rolls out the red carpet.
I agree, and